Hello everyone, my name is Jake from Talk Too Much, and welcome to my segment called Underrated Gem, where once a month I try to go over an underrated gem that I caught, or either that or something that just isn't talked about enough. So this is my underrated pick for April 2026. If you're like me and you were born post 90s, then you understand that you probably missed a great era of movies that were released. And I'm talking about anything between the 70s and 90s, because let's face it, we haven't had really anything good until the past couple of years. So without further ado, I'm here to talk about The Faculty. The Faculty is written by Kevin Williamson, which stars a bunch of high school students who are slowly starting to get the feeling that faculty, they may be aliens. And what I will say about this movie is it's something that caught me off guard. But when I first started this movie and we're starting by the soundtrack playing The Offspring, immediately I'm like, oh, I have such a good feeling about this. I am so hyped about this. No one realized in that moment that this was about to be one of my favorite movies. I didn't even realize it at the time until I finished it. And I want to give a special shout out to Cody Leach, because he is the one that introduced me to this movie, and he kept hyping it up. He said, if you love Scream, if you love I Know What You Did Last Summer, this is a movie made for you. And I was like, okay, it's got Elijah Wood in it. I'll give it a shot. And holy cow, I'm so happy I listened. Starting out with the positives of this movie does not just slow burn its way through. No, you're getting straight to the point in like the first 5 to 10 minutes. This is what happened. This is why it happened. This is how the aliens are taking over all the teachers, the faculty, and it only goes from there. And so you start to see all the teachers, where you'll have tiny moments of them, but you slowly start to see them get taken over bit by bit. And I thought that was such a great way, the way they did it. And for a 90s movie, it still holds up to this day. Another positive is I thought all the performances were very convincing and nailed everything that this movie was going for. This is an alien invasion movie. And of course, you gotta have the right script for it. You can't take itself too seriously. And that's exactly what I think this movie did. It's like, yes, this is gonna be silly, but we have something to put out there that's still going to work really well, and I got that from this movie. I thought all the cast, from the teens to the teachers, everybody was top notch. I thought the way that they were trying to plan everything out and talking between each other, it's exactly written how high schoolers talk. It's not some BS written by like some 40-year-old man that's like, oh, I think teenagers would talk like this to the teachers. It's like, no, this is exactly how they talk during this time period, and it works. There's nothing that really happens or is said where you're just thinking to yourself, ooh, that's a bad line. That didn't age well 30 years later. And I missed a chance. I was so sad. I wanted to go to Nashville to GalaxyCon to be able to talk to Elijah Wood about this movie, and unfortunately I missed it. But he really is the star of this movie. Especially when you're going through all the alien segments and everybody's looking at him like he's crazy. Like, how are you seeing these aliens? What are you talking about? Oh, it shows. It very, very much shows that he is in full belief, and he has so many reasons to back behind why he thinks everything is an alien. Another positive is if you are a 90s kid, or if you love just punk rock in general, this soundtrack is freaking awesome. And ending it with one of my favorite bands, Oasis, playing Stay Young, I was just like, yes. It is such a great feeling. It truly hit every single notch that I wanted off of this movie. I was just so happy from front to back. I mean, and it's hard to have me sit through an hour and 45-minute movie and being like, yeah, this is perfect top to bottom. But this movie did it. I think Robert Rodriguez is an excellent director for this. The power between him and Kevin Williamson, it shows. It shows that they have so much power. And they brought it to life in a way that is not cheesy. It hasn't aged poorly. And that's another positive I'll get into. Like I said, I got nothing but positives about this movie. The practical effects, they haven't aged bad. They hold up to this day, and I'm so happy that with an Alien movie, I can actually say this movie holds up more than most things that came out in the early 2000s that had anything to do with Alien, because that's when they started using CGI like crazy. But this still holds up better. It still does better than any of those things. So yeah, check it out. I mean, it's been around for 30 years. By now, I'm hoping most of you have seen this or heard of it. Please check it out. I cannot praise this movie enough. I know this is a short clip, but I just want to get this movie out there because it is one of my favorites. It was shown to me. Again, thank you, Cody Leach, for introducing this movie to me. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.